Greetings, everyone. Today, we're going on a bug hunt on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Well, this is a movie. Well, it's actually a trilogy of movies, but I haven't seen the second and third one. But I love the first one. I've seen the first one a gazillion times. I've owned it on Laserdisc, I've owned it on DVD, and now I own it on Blu-ray. But it's a movie that I've always really enjoyed. I know opinions are kind of mixed about it. It's based on a novel, and one of the big complaints fans of the novel have had about the movie is that it strays in several ways from the novel. But whatever, I think it's an entertaining film, and in any adaptation you're going to have differences. It's just the nature of the way things are. I mean, what works in print doesn't always work on the screen, so there's going to be changes. Plus, this particular movie was done by pretty much the exact same creative team as one of the all-time great sci-fi action movies of the 80s, the original RoboCop. I am, of course, talking about the Starship Troopers trilogy. Well, I've only ever seen the first one, Starship Troopers, and this Blu-ray actually appears to contain all of the extras that were in the 2-disc special edition that came out a number of years ago and which I used to own. Great stuff. It does also, of course, include some flyers about Blu-ray, which we've seen in other videos. Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation, and Starship Troopers 3, Marauder, featuring the return of Casper Van Dien as Johnny Rico. So, pretty cool. I've heard that this one's actually pretty good, but that the second one is lacking. One thing I found kind of odd about this is, spine, English and French. Spine for the third one, English and French. Spine for the second one, just English. The other thing I found odd, and you've probably seen this in other box sets, is the UPC on the back is covered by this really hard to remove annoying sticker. I will remove it eventually. But, yeah, okay, fine. Again, UPC covered on the first one. UPC covered on the third one. No UPC whatsoever on the second one, which leads me to wonder, is this box set the only way you can get the second one, and as such it does not have its own UPC? It doesn't actually officially exist on on its own, apparently. At least this version I have. So, very strange. So the spines don't quite line up because one of them is only English and the other two are mixed language, and everything else is mixed language as well. I mean, if you look at the cover of the box, you have Starship Troopers Trilogy and La Patrouilleurs de l'Espace. The Troopers in Space the Troopers of Space. I guess that's of the space. The Troopers of the Space. I love the Troopers of the Space. Yes. So, the Starship Troopers trilogy. That's something I've been wanting to pick up on Blu-ray for a very long time, but always found it a little bit on the pricey side. I think this set usually goes for about 50 or 60 bucks. And, as much as I loved the first one, I wasn't about to drop that much coin on the trilogy, given that I've never seen the other two and didn't know how much I would like them. I'm sure I'll enjoy them to some extent, but I'm fully expecting them to pale in comparison to the first one. The thing I loved about the first one was that it was full of the same kind of dark humor and satire that RoboCop was. No surprise, it was the same creative team. I mean, it even has Basil Polidorus, who did the music for RoboCop, and who also did the music for the first Conan movie, by the way, back in the early 80s, doing the music for it, so pretty cool. Now, being a big fan of Starship Troopers, I was really excited to hear that there was a TV series put out entitled Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. Let's move this out of the way for the moment because we're going to need the space. Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles, was an all-CG animated series with a continuing storyline. It was basically a series of interconnected story arcs. Each story arc was 5 episodes long. Each volume of the DVD releases contains one full, complete story arc. There we go. Okay. So if you're wondering what order to watch them in, you have the Pluto campaign, the Hydora campaign, the Tophet campaign, the Teska campaign, glaring, and we're apparently always going to have a little bit of glare. Okay. Then we have the Zephyr campaign, the Clendathu campaign, I believe. Yeah. Yes, it is. Trackers, which is just a single episode, but it has 4 additional episodes which are clip shows. And the Homefront campaign. So there you go. All 40 episodes of Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. I started to talk about the price, and I forgot to finish talking about the price. I always found this prohibitively expensive, so I didn't buy it. You know how much I got this for? $20 on sale at Walmart. Good old Walmart. So there we go. This is the complete Starship Troopers collection. Now some of you may wonder, why didn't I pick up the complete series set of Roughnecks? Because there is a complete collection available that contains all 40 episodes. The reason is simple. The complete series set is bare bones. The individual volumes are packed with extras. Well, not packed, but they got a lot of really cool extras on there. I mean, each one has commentaries, they have Easter eggs, they have behind-the-scenes stuff. They have some behind-the-scenes stuff which I found really interesting, in particular having to do with the animation and how they were, had to... And they also have multiple commentary tracks. They'll have commentaries with the cast, but then they'll have a second commentary track, what they call a technical commentary, with the animators. And they'll talk about a lot of the techniques they use to sort of quickly churn out episodes on a TV budget and schedule to meet their deadlines. That's one of the reasons why, sadly, the story was never completed. They finished the first story arc, or most of it, and pitched the show. And I guess Sony just loved it and bought it up right away and wanted to put it on the air immediately. Honestly, they should have waited until the following season, because if they had waited until the following season, we would probably have the proper complete story. So what ended up happening was, to fill in the time gap between episodes while they were scrambling to get them produced in time to meet the deadlines, they produced several clip shows. And the clip shows tend to contain clips from like the first 2 story arcs, and that's about it. So you actually have no less than 4 clip shows for a 40 episode TV series. Now there's a little bit of original material added in there, just some very loose plot connecting the clips together to give them a reason to be showing clips. But for the most part, I mean, they're basically just clip shows. Which is why you'll notice this volume is cheaper than all the rest most of the time. You can find this for about $3 a lot of the time. Because this actually only has 1 original episode, basically a single episode that falls between the 2 final story arcs. And then that's it. So we have this one, and then this story, which leads into this, which is the final story arc. And it's sadly left hanging. There was supposed to be basically 4 more episodes to wrap it up, and alas, it looks like we'll never get them. But what we do have is 36 fantastic episodes. The animation is a bit dated by today's standards, no lie, but the story and the acting and the music are just fantastic in this show, and I highly recommend it. And it actually takes a lot more, being a more thorough adaptation, it takes a lot more elements from the book than the movie could ever hope to do in the 2-hour running time it had. But that said, it does borrow quite a few elements from the movie as well. Like the suit designs are very similar to the movie. The bugs are undeniably based on the movie designs, and stuff like that. But it's a much fuller, richer, in-depth story than the movie was able to be, just with its, as I say, with its limited running time. Yeah. So if you're a fan of the movies, I highly recommend checking out Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. I think you'll have an absolute blast with it. It's a really, really well done series. And if you just want to see the episodes, pick up the complete series set. You can usually find it for around $20-30. If you want all the extras, get the individual volumes, which themselves are quite cheap. I actually got all 8 volumes over the course of the summer for about, I don't think I paid more than $5 for any one volume, and I got most of them from the same sellers so that I could get a discount on shipping on top of that. So pretty cool stuff. This is a set that I had the first, I think, 2 or 3 volumes of on DVD a while back. Really liked it. I watched all of them on TV, so I have seen the whole series before. But I just never got around to collecting the rest of them until now. So now, at long last, I can sit down and watch the entire series. So once again, if you want to know what order to watch them in to see them all in proper chronological continuity-based order, I just cannot get rid of the there. It's sort of there. That's about as good as it's going to get. Actually, that's not too bad. Nice, rich color there. Because they're not numbered or anything, so you don't really know. And they were released in kind of sideways order. You start with Pluto, then go to Hydora, Tophet, Teska, Zephyr, Glendathu, Trackers, Homefront, and that's the order you watch them in. So hope that helps to clear up any potential confusion. Yeah, Starship Troopers. I love it, and I know at least a few of you out there do. Why did I move that? I just got it all perfect. Just leave it. Don't touch. Alrighty. Well, that's it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Ow. Meow, yeah. It's 12:29 a.m. and I'm feeling silly. Yes, so silly. Ha 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 ha. Greetings, everyone. I'm Itchy. Oh. There. Meow, yeah. Meow.